Yunus alayhi salam was a prophet of Allah. He was sent to his people in Iraq, and he preached to them as all messengers did. He called his people night and day, informing them of their creator, informing them that they were created to worship Allah, to turn back to Allah, but they refused, and after much trying, he decided to leave. Allah did not tell him to leave, but he left. He got on a boat, and as we know, eventually Yunus alayhi salam found himself thrown overboard into the deep ocean, and eventually found himself in the belly of the whale. Layers and layers of darkness. Now I want us to keep something in mind here. When we read the story of Yunus, one thing we should keep in mind, he is the prophet of Allah. He did not make the mistakes that we make in our lives. He did not do what we do, or do the things that lead us to very dark places in our own lives. But in this story, there's something far more profound and deep for us to reflect upon, especially if we find ourselves in a very, very dark place in our lives. Yunus was in the depths of darkness, within layers, in the deep, dark ocean, in the belly of the whale, because he left the role that Allah had told him to do without Allah telling him to leave. But we do things which are outright wrong after Allah has guided us and shown us the way, and therefore we find ourselves at times in our life in a very, very dark place. We find ourselves lost, confused, not knowing where to go, not knowing what direction to turn in. We feel like the darkness is eating away at us. So there's a figurative or symbolic notion here that we need to reflect upon. When Yunus alayhi salam was in the belly of the whale, obviously maybe the acid of the stomach, whatever it was, it did damage to his skin, because when he was eventually thrown out, his skin was damaged. So too we find ourselves when we are in a very dark place, that darkness eats away at us. It does damage to us, physical, psychological, which further confuses us and leaves us in a state where we just don't know what to do. Panic, anxiety, fear. But what is the solution to this? What did Yunus alayhi salam do when he was in the belly of the whale? He turned to Allah. He called out to Allah. He recognized that he had wronged himself. He beseeched the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah delivered him. Allah saved him from this predicament and healed him. So no matter how much darkness you find yourself in, brothers and sisters, in this life, no matter what you've done which has led you, the thing that has led you to this dark, dark place, recognize and understand the only way out truly is to turn back to Allah, sincerely turn back to Allah, seek His forgiveness, seek His assistance, recognize what you have done, call out to Allah, and then put your trust completely on Allah, knowing that He is the only one that can take you out of this darkness. And not only will He take you out of this darkness, but He will heal you in a way that you could never heal otherwise. So if you find yourself in a very, very dark place where you're lost and you feel like you have no hope, do what Yunus alayhi salam did. Call out to Allah, seek His forgiveness, and just make that, or have that resolve within you. Find that courage within you to stick by this, to stick by Allah, to turn back to Allah. That's all you need to focus on. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will do the rest. He will guide you. He will deliver you. He will bring you back. Just keep that in mind, inshallah. I hope this was beneficial. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll speak to you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum.